What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be going over CRO, we're going to be going over CRV, and a little bit of PENGU today. So if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment where you're tuned in from. Really appreciate it. So today's video, like I said, we're going to be looking at CRO, and we got this right here. We had this marked out for a while, this 786 continuation. And so we came right up to it, rejected it yesterday, and looking to the downside now. And so, right, we've come down, we've taken a grab at liquidity at 2629. It doesn't look like it's completely finished yet, if I'm being honest with you. See, this RSI has rejected off the moving average, and so we still have momentum to the upside that we can hopefully stay up. Right, we don't want to. If we lose this to the zero, we're gonna definitely see lower prices, and prolonged lower prices, right? Because CRO kind of bounced out of nowhere, so now its cycle is a little bit. I'll draw this on a different. It's not that confluent. Its cycle's a little bit off compared to the other cryptos. In terms of where we're at, I think the next area that we could see, we can come down to this 21.92 cent, just because, right, if we do have a three-wave move down, we have a 1 2 3. This if this invalidates this low, so if this takes out this 25.58 low, then now this is invalidated, and this could just be, this could be a 1 2 3 4 5. It can be a 5-wave move to the downside. If we see here, oh no, that's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. We're gonna go from right here to here. Yeah, it came up to the 0.5. So, right, let's see what we got here then. Let's see what we got here. The 1 is down at the 2497 level. We need to stay above this 886, this 2572 level. I'm gonna leave this on the daily, just because we're gonna zoom in to some smaller time frames that kind of align with this 1618. The 786 is at 2638, right below this 2654. So it would be really, really pleasant to stay above, this 786, 886 area. If we're down here, let's go to the 2 hour. Down to the 2 hour, maybe the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hours to the 4 hour. 4 hour from the low to high of this A wave to B wave, because you can kind of break it down a little bit more now. Yeah, this 1 is right at the 2524 level, which is really good, really good. And so if we can see a higher low, right, bounce on this 2629, right, come up in 1, and this is now 1 2, right, 1 2. This actually could even be a 1 2 right here, right, 1 2 1 2, because it's looking like it wants to come down to, what would we close right here at? What would we close at? 2659. Yeah, 2619. Okay, so it invalidated this 1 2, so we're in another 1 2. And so that'd be nice. That'd be really, really, really nice. Where did I find the confluence of the other chart? It's right here, I believe. Nope. There we go for this right here. Just the overall, we've come down to the 0.5. This B wave, right, on the 8 hour does not look very strong at all, and so that's why I can see us coming down to these lower prices. This 1618, trying to get down to the 2272, trying to get down to this 100. Okay, as of right now, we are in a B wave to the upside. I mean, that's just weak. That's just sorry. That is a sorry B wave. That is. So whatever it is, it's not very strong. Okay, so CRO definitely has some more downside to go. So if you're right, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but you know this 2527 level could be a key area of interest. We are really hoping for, really hoping for us to stay above, right? Stay above the 786, 886, right? We just want a higher low for sure. We definitely want a higher low. Okay, we don't want to come down here. Once we start closing candles below the 2495, then you're definitely targeting the 2192, so 21 cent level. So overall, let's get back on the daily. Let's get out of here. Right. So overall, this overall correction, because we've been correcting for a while, right? We've been correcting for a while. If we do think this is an A, B, C, 1, 2, we're sitting right at the 786. We have to stay above 2638. You have to stay above the 2638 level. If not, then yeah, you're coming down to this 21 to 20 cent level. Closing below the 20, it's not great. I would love to see support at the 1272, because typically this is where you see your retracement level, right? Strong retracement levels, and you get down to here, and you get down to there. Okay, so that's the first area. Really with this area of interest, right? This 21 to 22.5, 23 cent mark. That'd be a really nice area to bounce from. If you drop lower, you're at a critical area. You're sitting right at your 786. Let's close today above this, and then start working our way out of here, because you would still be building a higher low. Okay, still be building a higher low. CRV, same concept, right? We're sitting right at this area of interest we marked out a while ago. We came back down. We're grabbing more liquidity. Do we bounce here? We drew this out 2 days ago. This 7917 level, right? We were saying, hey, we need to close above this, and we didn't. And so now we're looking down to the downside. This last time we grabbed liquidity off the 200. I am curious if we do that again. Right, I'm just curious if we do that again. Where was the 200? The 200's at the 1414. It's not that significant of an area to stop at if you're falling. All right, so this 1618, this 70 cent level, you know, could be a key area. Let's see on this 4-hour chart. What do we look like? This looks like just a straight up A wave. This looks impulsive. We don't even have a B wave yet. Yeah, we're going down lower. For sure. Where are we from high to low? We've broken down below the 618. I mean, we're trying to bounce at the 73, 72 cent level right now. That's where we're trying to bounce at, right? That's where we need to bounce at, because the lower we go on the A wave, the lower we're going to go on the C wave. So we need some upward momentum. Yeah, CRV looks, right, this thing just has gotten slammed down very hard. Yeah, we broke above this channel. We were working above it, slammed down right below it. Yeah, CRV is taking a beating right now. Yeah, sorry for being the bearer of bad news, but it's just, you know, we didn't do anything with this momentum on this green dot, right? Got up on the stochastic, no momentum, and we're already seeing momentum to the downside. Not good. Red dot on the 12-hour. Momentum, right? We tried to get out of this falling wedge, could not do it. So, right, this is just, right, let me see here. Same thing, right? We rejected off the falling wedge and the moving average, so we could see us coming down. Something like that. So prolonged correction throughout the rest of the week, possibly in the early next week. We got that with that meeting late next week, I believe. Something like that. Is it late next week, or is it the week after, early next week? Either way, we got some interest rate information coming out, so market makers are just trying to shake out a lot of people right now. So overall, you have those levels. We're looking to come down to the, I mean, if we stay, we're looking for a B wave first of all, because this thing just looks impulsive as heck, just slammed all the way down. We're looking for some kind of B wave. This is definitely your A wave, and so I can't even right now, I can't give you a level for an updated level, right? We already have our levels, right? So that 67-cent mark, right? 67-cent mark could come into play with those other marks right here on this 2 hour coming into play, right? If we actually start closing below the 786, 886, right? We can see this 66-cent mark, 69 to 66-cent mark. Okay, so keep an eye out on that, especially if we should be getting a B wave bounce soon. Let's see how strong the B wave is. Okay, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. And then pudgy, where are you? Pengu, right here. Oh my, pudgy, what are you doing? Looks just like CRV, right? I mean, identical, right? Manipulation at its finest. Manipulation at its finest. Rejected off this 20-day EMA. This did not, and we actually, where is this? 3062. Close that. Where's the high? 3089. Yeah. So we got right above the 50, closed below it. This looks impulsive as heck. This looks just like your A-way impulse. So I think we're setting up for lower lows, guys. I think we're setting up for lower lows. If we're just coming down here, where are we? Just on the impulse to impulse. We're almost at the 1. We're below the 886. Yeah, we're going down. We're going down. Even with this, we're down below the 786. Let's just be honest. Take impulse to impulse. And I mean, we should be seeing a bounce today, tomorrow for a B wave. We should see a bounce. We should see something, right? We should see something. And overall, I mean, this does look like, if we're from here to here, where did this B wave take us? Below the 382, right at the 382. Right at the 382. Right, that's why we had these levels marked out. Yeah, this 1618, this 2124 or 2.1 cents, 0.2124. It would invalidate this entire channel, which would not be great. It would not be great to see at all. We could get a wick down to this 1272. I could see that. Depending on our B wave, I could see that, right? If this is right our subwave B wave, because this looks like a and then I mean bear flag BC overall from this correction right here, this last correction. Because on the 2 hour, where are we at on the 2 hour? Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look. This 2 hour looks, I mean, you got the 20 crossing down below, 20 crossing below the 50, right? When you get that, typically you get steep bearish corrections. It's the opposite when you see it cross above, right? We saw this. Okay. So it's just really, I mean, it's accumulation, right? It's accumulation. Whales are just, they're buying down low. They're buying down through here, selling up here, buying down here, selling up here. Just a nice little, it's a range, okay? It's just a range. This 2618 is right at the, let me mark this. Okay, I'll just mark this because it's on the, it's not on the daily. We do have a daily mark, and we have a nice little 2 hour mark, 2729, 2737, right? 2737, 2729. Same area, potato. Let's see if we can bounce from there. And then we do have some areas to get above, right? We have some areas to get above. And so that's Pudgy Penguin for you. And if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more. Leave a comment where you're tuning in from. It really helps out the channel. And then let's see some Bitcoin dominance. I want to see what this thing is doing. And we're still below our levels, but this looks like a bull flag. This looks like a bull flag. We're coming up. I would really love to reject off this 4157 level. This does look like a bull flag, right? We've come down, coming up in a B wave coming down. Let's see what we've done in terms of this overall. 382, and then from impulse. Yeah, to the 0.5. Yeah, right to the 0.5. So that's a solid A wave. To this B wave looks like it came up to the 0.5 as well, or 618. came right up to the 618. Closed below the 0.5, so that's a B wave. Where can we see the C wave come down to? C wave, I don't see us, I mean, I would really like to just not have a bull flag and really get out of here, but realistically, right, with what the B wave has done, pretty strong B wave, so the C wave might not be as strong, so you're looking at this 1272 to 1618, like somewhere in here. So 58.23 to 58.11. We're not going to get to the level where we need to get below, so yeah, it just looks like, you know, Bitcoin dominance is flagging out. And then stablecoin dominance, where are we at on the 2 hour? Nope. Let's not flag out here, please. Let's not flag out here. Let's be very nice to see. I mean, it would just, everything else looks like it wants to correct, and then you got stablecoin dominance here. That is right. Hey, if you're new to the channel, this is stablecoin dominance. This is USDC plus USDT combined, right? This is what controls the entire market. I don't care what anybody says. M2 money supply, blah 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 blah. If this market is directly correlated with crypto market, okay? So when whales sell their Bitcoin, they convert it to USDC. When they buy their Bitcoin or they use it as shorts, they take it out of USDC. Okay, so as this is going up, so whales have been selling Bitcoin or shorting Bitcoin, right? Shorting Bitcoin, whatever you want to say it, shorting it, selling it, whatever. And so we're right here at this 1272 of this overall correction. I mean, I wouldn't even call it a correction. We did have we're having a bounce on this 8 hour, which is nice. This daily does look bullish. This 12 hour looks bullish. We're crossing the moving average. I mean, I'm just being real. This looks bad for crypto, right? It looks bad for crypto, but we're still in our ascending channel, our ascending wedge, and right, this is normal, right? It's normal just to keep oscillating. It's opposite of a bull flag. Right, opposite of a bull flag, right? Opposite. So we can come back up and then slam down one more time and get out of here. Okay, because that's kind of, so we got up, come down, come up, down, then go. So right now we're in a corrective move. We did the same thing over here. Came down, came up, fake out, came back down, then slammed up. Right, got out of here. So this is what happens with these kind of these patterns, right? You just keep going down, kept bouncing off, bounce off. Then it's typically when you get to this bottom area, right? So our top area is when you actually make a big move. Okay, so if I invert it back over, right? Once you get up to these areas up through here, that's when you see the actual move happen, right? We did have a move after hitting this upward aspect of it right here, but it just wasn't sustained. We closed above the 100, so that's going to give you momentum to the upside, right? If you come down and correct and you sit right on the 100, you're going to get movement to the upside. That's just a fact, right? You're finding support at the 100. We are finding resistance at the 200, right? Where's the 200 at? 200 is at 645. We're at 645. Really be nice to close below 645 today. So those are the levels, right? We are looking like we still want to correct. We are looking like we still want to come down, and whales want to accumulate more. That's what it looks like. They want to accumulate more. A lot of these other smaller altcoins, they do look like they want to take out their lows. They do. So we have the levels to hold. You understand those levels, right? Just know those levels, have a plan, and act on that plan. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So these are just ideas. These targets are just, areas of interest that I would, look to add, sell, or do whatever is, depending on the chart. And so I thank you for your time. I thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.